Hello all, how are you doing? I am here to actually record an empties video. These are actually the candles that I have been burning throughout pretty much all of March and really up all the way of April up until this point. Again, I've obviously gotten behind on video, so I'm trying to just, instead of doing individual reviews on these, I am just showing you the ones that I did burn. So let me run through these quickly, and then I have some that are, I think I have like 3 or 4 that are a little bit more current. They're like still in stores that I might do an individual review on, but I just wanted to show you kind of the bulk of them in one quick video. Okay, so starting off with some more wintry ones. It really just started to get just warm here recently, probably in like the last month. Before that, we didn't really have any snow this year, but we did have a lot of just dreary, kind of rainy days. So I kind of held off a little bit and burned my winter candles almost all the way into March. So that's a little different than it is most years, but I wanted to be able to burn a little bit more of my Christmassy type scents before I actually jumped into my spring and summer candles. So some of these are more holiday scents, but I did just kind of recently burn them. I'm kind of a seasonal burner, but I don't just get too strict about it. Like Marshmallow Fireside, I'll burn that all year, and I just don't care, like stuff like that. I like to burn, the most current candles and the ones that just recently came out, but I also like to kind of take some old ones at the same time. So without further ado, the first one I have here is Peace Iced Vanilla Woods. And this one actually very much impressed me. It is this amazing, it's kind of like a vanilla snowflake in a way, because you kind of have this vanilla-y smell and then this sort of mentholatum type scent, but it smells amazing. It says, enjoy a peaceful holiday with this soothing blend of sweet vanilla, smoldering woods, and iced lavender. I was not expecting too much from this candle, but when I actually burned it, it was amazing. So if you have one of these, or if you still find them in your stores, I don't think you will, but just in case, this one was actually quite amazing. All right, from that same collection, I have Joy, which is Peppermint Marshmallow. I was super excited to see this scent. I think a lot of people were happy to see this, I guess, come back in a way. And you know what? Honestly, I like the Iced Vanilla Woods better than this one. I, for some reason, was just expecting more out of this one, and I would rather have, instead of this one, the Peppermint Marshmallow, I would honestly rather have a Twisted Peppermint or a Marshmallow Fireside. Basically, they kind of combine the two candles into this one. You've got kind of this Marshmallow Fireside with this pepperminty note. And honestly, I would just rather have one or the other, because to me, something about this particular blend just wasn't that impressive. It was really not that strong of a candle, so this one actually was kind of a letdown for me, but whatever, I'm done burning it and now I can throw it away. Alright, I burned this body care one that came out I think right before Christmas, and this is just the Sweet Pea candle. This smells just exactly like the body care. It's a super sweet floral. This one was actually pretty strong, and so it wasn't half bad. This one I kind of use as like a transitional scent, because Sweet Pea is obviously like a peony type scent. It says brighten up a room with an optimistic blend of juicy raspberries and pear-kissed by soft pink petals and white pine. So anyway, it reminds me of like a peony scent. And so this one I kind of used as a transition scent. I just recently burned this one because it's very floral. So even though it came out before Christmas time, to me this is more of like a spring candle. So I will say that it was really nice as a transition from the cloying, Christmassy, spicy candles into my more fruity summer candles. So it worked well at this time of year for me personally. I kind of randomly burned a champagne toast. I just love the smell of champagne toast. Again, even though this is actually from the year before, this came out right before New Year's in 2014 with the Merry Mistletoe collection. So it's really pretty. This little decal comes off, so I'm not going to reuse this or anything. I'm just going to throw it away. I'm probably not going to try to save the glass or anything, because this design is not actually etched. It's just an overlay or a sticker. So I am just going to trash this instead of saving it like I initially thought. But I love the smell of champagne toast. It's kind of a light, bubbly, effervescent, like champagne smell. So again, this kind of for me fit well as I'm transitioning from winter into spring, because it's more of a light, airy scent. So even though it was a Christmas candle, this time it was released. It's released all the time. Again, I thought this worked well as sort of like a transition because now I'm starting to burn my more summer candles, you know, as we're getting ready to go into May and so on and so forth. This one is from probably the start of March. So I burned a winter. I think this is the most recent one. Yeah, because the year before this, it had the several snowflakes, and last year had just the one big one. So I burned a winter. It's the same as it always is, but I wanted to make sure I burned that one before it actually was no longer winter. I also burned a salted caramel. I love salted caramel. This one is actually more of a fall scent to me, even though they had it in the Christmas packaging. It's just, this is a perfect fall scent. But I just burned this one when it was still a little bit colder, probably like I said, the start of March or so. So this one is actually a little bit newer. This one came out again right before New Year's. I will probably save this lid before I throw this away. But this was the Joy to the World Destinations line that they came out with, I think right around New Year's. And so this one was Italy Tuscan Lemon Tart. And I really like this one. This is totally weird, but when I was little, I had this little plastic doll, and it was like a fairy, and I don't even remember what they were called, but she was like a little fairy, and she was inside of a lemon, like it was I don't know, maybe any of you 80s babies will know what toy I'm talking about. Anyway, it was like a little locket, and it had a little plastic lemon, and when you open up the lemon, it had this little tiny scented doll, and so it had like this, I think she was little fairy with brown hair, and she had a yellow dress, and she smelled like lemons. And so it was a scented toy, and so this is like the weirdest description ever on a candle, but this smells exactly like that scented toy. It has that sweet kind of lemony smell, but it's just, it was amazing. It's not quite as sharp as like limoncello, and that's why I really enjoyed this one. Limoncello is just straight up lemon in your face. It reminds you of a lot of like a cleaner. This one was a little bit more subdued, and it had sort of a sweeter, like pastry feel to it, which is why they call it lemon tart. It says, gather with friends and share the fragrance of a holiday tart with a rich buttery crust in notes of Italian lemon, creamy vanilla, and sparkling sugar. And I think that describes it perfectly because you have this lemon scent, but you have this kind of sugary sweetness with it. It was really, really beautiful. I absolutely adored this, but it was not quite as strong as like a limoncello is. So I actually, even though I like the fragrance on this one better, I'd probably prefer a limoncello candle over this just because limoncello is much stronger and has a much better scent throw. All right, so that was kind of it for the like holiday-y ones that I burned up recently. And then I started, like I said, going into my more summery candles. And I burned up one from last year. I burned up this old Tiki Beach, and this was from like the summer traditions, you know, the kind of summer core line that they come with every year. And this was the Tiki Beach from last year. I really love the scent of Tiki Beach, but I actually purchased like 2 of these last year, and I burned one, and I had this one left over. And so I was like, I'm not going to buy a new one this year because I already have one. What's the point, you know? And so I burned this one up. The thing about this collection is the wicks really were not that fantastic, so I wanted to get rid of it and, you know, get it burned and be done with it. So I finished up a Tiki Beach from last year. I still absolutely love that picture. That is so pretty. Like, I want to be there. Like, I dropped a lid. I'm telling you guys, I'm just not even a hot mess anymore in my life. Anyway, I wish I could afford to take a vacation there, but alas, that will probably never happen. We gotta get some R. Kelly in here. If I can dream it, then I can do it. I immediately apologize. One can dream, right? I can't even react to that. And also from last year's collection, I burned up my coconut leaves. I love coconut leaves. It is actually, you know, back in stores right now. But again, I wasn't going to purchase a new one because I already had one. So I burned up my old one. I might purchase a new one because I really do enjoy coconut leaves. And I kind of like having 1 or 2 kind of in my stash. But I burned up a coconut leaves. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, my goal was to get rid of my Hawaiian Collection from last year. It's back again this year with revamped, super cute labels, and the only one I'm interested in is that pineapple one. But anyway, The Hawaiian Collection, I just wasn't impressed with last year. I was so excited about like the frosted ombre glass, and then the scents were just such a disappointment. Like hardly any of them had any throw whatsoever, and so I was like so pumped about it, and then it was just like such a letdown in every possible way. But I have this one. I burned through this one. This is the Oahu Coconut Sunset, and absolutely gorgeous glass. It's got this ombre. Gorgeous glass. It's a nice coconut scent. I couldn't even smell this thing. Like, it's just, that whole Hawaiian Collection was like that for me. So I also burned this Sweet Maui Mango. And if you remember last year, the Hawaiian Collection came out, and I think it had like 3 or 4 in this way and 3 or 4 like this. I think it had 4 of each, if I remember right. So anyway, I believe that I bought the whole collection, or pretty close to it, and I burned through everything. I only have like 1 left, I think, and I'm hoping to get rid of that. So maybe you'll see that, you know, in my next empties video. But I got rid of this Sweet Maui Mango. This is just mango dragon fruit. I love the scent of mango dragon fruit, so I don't mind this candle, but I got rid of that one because I'm over Hawaiian Collection, and I just wanted it out of my candle cabinet. And then I burned through another pineapple palm grass. I burned one of these last year when the collection actually came out, and I really loved it. I love the scent of this candle. I actually did a review on it, and pineapple palm grass is a beautifully scented candle, so I absolutely adore the smell of this, but again, the throw, the wicks, everything was just horrible. So yeah, I'm just glad to have it gone. All right, so that is it for my most current candle empties. Just wanted to kind of show you what I burned through quickly, because these have been like stacking up on my kitchen table, and I'm like, I want to throw those away, but I gotta record the video first. So anyway, that is what I've been burning through over the last like probably 6 weeks or so. Also, I have like 3 or 4 of the more current candles that are actually in store right now still. And so those, I'm actually going to film an individual review on those 4. And so I just didn't include them in this video, but I've already burned them. So I'll be kind of rolling out those reviews like in the next 2 days or so. So be looking for those. Candles are on sale today, and it's so stupid because I just recorded the video like 2 days ago saying I wasn't buying candles, and I went and bought some stinking candles. But I didn't buy many. I only bought 6 of them, and you guys know for me that is really good. And in my defense, I had $30 in my candle budget, so I only spent like, you know, $25 more than that of my actual out-of-pocket money, because the candles are 2 for $24, and there's a 10 off 30 in your emails today. So that is like the only time I will buy candles, and we've had so much trouble with them being jacked up on the price lately. Even if they've been 2 for $24, there's been a crappy coupon, like only a 20%, or they make them like 2 for $25 with $10 off, or 10 off 40 instead of 30. So really, the last time I bought candles, I actually recorded it on here, and I looked at when that was, and it was February 18th. So it has been 2 solid months since I had purchased a Bath & Body Works candle, and my sister went today because she was like, I'm out of candles, I gotta go. And I was like, you know what? This is the cheapest they're gonna be. And so I just broke down, and I bought 6 of the newer ones, but that's it. And so I'm gonna be a good girl, and I'm gonna, you know, try to, like I said, I'm reining it back until semi-annual sale. And hopefully I can go 2 more months, you know, from April to May to June, and actually make it to semi-annual sale this time. Like I said, if they release, you know, one of my absolute favorites, I will pick that up. But so yeah, that's it for my empties video. What have you guys been burning lately? We're kind of in that weird transition period, and it's been kind of unseasonably warm already, so I'm going ahead and jumping into some of my summer candles, because it seems like I have a longer window throughout the year to burn fall and winter. You know, fall kind of starts in September, and usually it stays cold here till almost, you know, March, sometimes even April. So, you know, I have a really long window of months to burn my fall and winter candles, and then I really only have from like May, June, July, and August to burn my summer candles. So I'm actually starting to burn some of my summer candles now, just have a longer window this year, because El Nino, I love El Nino, and he makes it warmer. So yeah, it's been warmer, and so I'm jumping into my summer candles, because like I said, I'm ready for them. I'm ready for the sun. I'm ready for the summer. I think it will just help lift my spirits and make me feel better. So yeah, I'm jumping into summer. I'm kind of taking a leap forward instead of doing more of a transitional spring thing. I'm just jumping on into summer. So yeah, I will film that haul after this, and then I will also film those individual reviews on those remaining 4 candles over the next day or so. So be looking for those to be uploaded. And so that's it for this video. I will see you next time. Bye.